This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello everyone and welcome to the Diecast podcast. I am of course your DM, Johnny, for this 5th edition live play role-playing D&D podcast. We hope you're going to have some fun today. This is episode 10, Group A for the Tomb of Annihilation. This is going to be Shep, it's going to be House, it's going to be Milo as they go into Grungle and try and convince a bunch of Grungs that Nangnang is coming back, like a question. So we hope you are going to enjoy this episode, and if this is your first time listening, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your multiple times listening, then welcome back as well. As always, you can find us online on any app that plays a podcast like Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. You can also find us on our own website at www.flyinglizardstudio.com, where you can find some other podcasts like Talking Grit, where we do a show every Tuesday. And as always, you can find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Just send us a tweet. Let us know how your own D&D games are going. We'd love to hear from you. Sorry for this episode being a little bit late. Happy Easter. If you celebrated the holiday, we hope you had a great time. And we just hope you had a great weekend. So we're just going to jump right into it because there's some chicanery afoot to try and convince some Grungs that the goddess Nangnang will come back to them. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you all have lots of fun. I have some special stuff to talk about at the break, and we will see you soon. Excuse me, I got a little burp bubble.
A frog in your throat?
Yep. Exactly.
Is this all being edited out? Or
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's like
the real episodes are only 30 seconds long.
Banter right now. So just want to make sure.
All right. Hey everybody, welcome to the Diecast podcast. We are back after the holiday, and I hope everyone had a great one. Although this is episode 11, so this is probably going to show up in February, March sometime.
Yeah.
The future.
Group A says, hey!
Yeah, what up, guys?
Yeah, also thank you for my awesome Wormwood Gaming dice tray from Group A. That was very wonderful and a great surprise. And Curry's favor with the DM.
Yay!
Delicious curry favor.
What did Group D or B get you?
They got demoted to Group D.
I like that Freudian slip. I know. That was like a complete accident, too. They're Group D now.
Yeah. So last time you guys had made it to Grungle, you encountered the King of Corpses and saw it get tore open and drop a whole bunch of zombies into the jungle.
Which we defeated.
You defeated quite soundly.
The zombies, not the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I don't remember that.
But we know who he is now.
Yeah.
So points.
And we
You
know
don't know if it's a him.
Or her. Okay, it's King of Corpses.
It's
It could be a girl King of Corpses,
It's a
perhaps.
non-binary T-Rex.
It's undead,
Okay.
so it's probably an it.
It's a they, John.
Yeah, it's a they.
Yeah.
They. Can we just call it They of Corpses?
The they, of course.
The Monarch of Corpses.
Yeah.
Monarch of Corpses.
And you guys made it to Grungle. You actually found a secret entrance into the maze.
Skip that dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh, the puns!
Sorry.
Yeah, we're not going to get any
I
listen
will
to
always
this.
encourage more puns. You guys made it in. You encountered the Grungs of Grungle. You discovered you welcomed as omen bearers, as they are very excited to see people, strangers coming in from the outside world. And then you discovered that their king, King Grung, is trying to seduce the goddess Nangnang, the goddess of all frogs and amphibians, and that the rest of the tribe, or the rest of the village, is not so confident in their abilities to do so. You've made friends with Frok, who is his spiritual leader, and informed you that things are not all as they seem, that this golden king of the Grungs is a bit more not what he appears to be. He wanted to build a wall around Grungle and make the jungle pay for it. Similarities.
But he's so personable on Twitter.
throws a burden. Sad. You got to know the village a little bit. Froke talked to you about a plan to deceive King Grok. You also met Roke, who is his second in command, and it seems more concerned about making sure security happens around the king and that, or the chieftain, sorry, and that the wall is maintained to keep out the undead, because it turns out poison not so great for fighting the undead. And so you guys, Froke told you about, showed you the ink she had that could turn just a basic image into a magical object of some type, and created an almirage for you. And she said you've essentially got a day in the village to try and get your stuff sorted before the ceremony begins the next day. You saved some grungs who were dried up on a board, threw them back in the cell as they're going to be prepared for a feast. And I think that is it. Let's play some Dur. You've got a look of concern on your face, Lindsay.
I know.
What's wrong, Lindsay?
I know, it's not. I was just like, what? We have to save the...
Like your
Grungs.
little bit of respect in the middle there.
What?
Oh yeah, we also learned a new form of respect was developed between humanoid and grung relations of the new sign of respect.
Regurgitating noises encouraged.
Yes.
Apologies to anyone who's severely affected by that stuff.
That's be the worst.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
So what's the anxiety?
I think we have to save those guys. What I don't understand about the Grungs is, are they cannibals by nature, or is it like a necessity of being where they are? And if so, is it like based on
River
the
Mist,
king?
River Mist and Flask of Wine would be your best bet, because they know about Drungrungalung, and they are...
Don't I have anthropology powers as well?
Yeah, after about a day, it's hard to say. You think it's just the food sources around the jungle are... Actually, give me an investigation check.
We want to make sure that they eat all colors equally.
Yeah, like, because I don't want to, like...
with all the colors of the Grungs.
Because I don't want to interfere culturally.
They want to taste the colors of
The prime directive.
Well, it would be kind of racist to say, like, you can't eat your food source, but also they're eating people. I don't know. Does that apply when it's sentient?
Well, let's find out if it's because of scarcity or not.
Investigation. That would be 16.
16? Yeah, so you think it's a combination of location, that being the smallest thing on the food chain, that they're not able to take down a lot of the stuff.
Aww.
Also, a lot of the undead in the area, so you don't get a chance to hunt and kill things that are already undead. But you do know that that's Drungrungalung, and that River Mist and Flask of Wine have told you before that Grungs in other parts of Chult are cannibalistic, and it's just more of an opportunity. If there's food there to present itself, they're going to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
But like any food.
Any food, yeah. But they do.
Oh,
they
so
do,
they're like
they do eat themselves
like
as well.
raccoons.
A raccoon.
Yes.
The raccoons.
Yeah, and you get the feeling that the greens get eaten the most because they're the most prominent color you see.
But is that like...
I understand what you're trying to ask, though.
Yeah.
The difference
It's a
between...
moral issue, yeah.
Yeah, it's the difference between interfering with a culture, which
Yeah.
I respect, but also, are they doing it because they feel that it's not morally corrupt to eat green versus others, right? So is it more a question of it's okay to eat green, but if everyone was equal, would they still feel that moral
would it be
corruption?
Okay to eat the green ones? Yeah. And could we just teach them how to farm? And like
that would
them
take
food?
a lot longer than a day.
No, I know, but like we must be able to, or like we
Not
can
farm
like,
spell.
Do they-
I cast
Farm
farm.
spell.
There is
I
actually,
have
there is
encroaching agriculture.
Teach a frog to fish.
there is a druid spell that can exactly do that.
Well,
And you laughed. You all
You
laughed.
know what?
cast-
Yeah.
Well, it makes the land very fertile.
I
so-
cast farm.
I cast
It's the
farm.
farm.
No,
I
okay,
keep
so I
getting these
guess,
alerts from the Grungs asking me for more tractor fuel.
but what I mean is, if they eat anything, could they be turned away from eating each other, or is it like a thing that's like they have to do?
That's something you'd have to discover on your own. I
You
can't,
might
I
have
can't
to
tell you
ask
that.
the
Oh,
Grung.
no, I can ask a
The
Grung.
spiritual
That's
leader
fine.
Grung.
I will.
Frong or whatever.
Yeah.
Froke?
Croak.
Uh,
Not to be confused with Rourke or Groke.
Yeah.
What happens when they run out of those? Do they have like Froke too? Because there's
Well,
only
there's,
so many.
there's a whole bunch of blokes.
There's a couple soaks
This
in
guy,
there.
it's a joke.
Just watch out for the X-Zoke and the Z-Zoke. Never mind. I was making a hominin joke. Yeah, you can find Frook. We'll say it's the morning of the day before the ceremony. She appears just to be doing regular, just taking care of her peeps.
Regular spiritual leader things.
Okay.
Her amphibian peeps.
Cool.
And just so you know, you guys, the golden poison is worn off of you, so the only person who can actually communicate language-wise is Shep.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Right.
Wrong.
Do you guys want to be poisoned again?
No, I'm ready for combat.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
punch
fair.
the air.
That's
I
it.
also have a question.
Sure.
This might be a really dumb thing to ask, but
No dumb questions.
so okay, this magic ink,
Mm-hmm.
presumably, in order for it to pull off, we need someone who can draw.
Oh God!
Do any of
It's
us
such
know
a
how to
horrifying.
draw?
Oh, you remember from last? She drew a very rough
Thing, but it.
but
But it did? Okay.
yeah.
So
Okay.
essentially it
See, I
magically
do not
takes you-
recall.
it
Thank
magically-
you for reminding
no
me.
problem.
All right.
Essentially, it magically takes the idea in your head and you just do like a rough drawing of it. And
Thank goodness.
The other thing is, do we know what Nangnang looks like?
Froke Point, the big
Yes,
frog
the-
statue,
the-
or like the temple that's in the middle of Grungle, is an approximation of.
And is that the Nangnang that Grok has in his head that he's going to be like expecting?
It's the only image of Nangnang you've seen. I
don't know. They could be like
So,
Neo Nangnang reformist.
Touche.
Nangnang.
You get the idea that from your conversation that Nangnang has not been around for quite some bit. So from that right there, kind of like that idea. It's kind of like a showing you the picture.
Aw, she's cute.
Kissy.
Yeah, it's like 60 feet.
Sorry,
tall.
that's the best thing when we're showing each other pictures on a
Yeah.
podcast.
I'll
I'm sorry.
describe what I'm seeing.
Okay.
I have a book.
No.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so inventory-wise, we have a couple things up our sleeves. I've got Charm Person, we've got Disguise Self, and then some combat spells.
Cool.
And I can also duplicate myself, so we might be able to create more than one Grung that I control. Hypothetically.
Yeah. And the Omen Bears had to be at the ceremony as well.
Yes.
The Almond Bears.
The almond bears.
The Almond Bears.
Almond bears. The bears made of
Of
almonds.
I
That's
like how you
nuts.
went there instead of
That-
bears that eat almonds.
So,
I got it.
also in the morning, you see Rourke taking out some green warriors into the maze, and it looks like they're doing.
Yeah, remember we were going to do the amphibian assault.
Yeah, but then we don't have to because of the ink, right? Because we're going to take out the security.
No, but we have to take out the security. We have to take out.
Do we still have to?
I mean,
Because the thing was we were worried about House being caught by Rourke.
so we have to kill Rourke.
Work.
I'm down to kill Rourke.
Well, I don't think we should just kill someone just to kill them.
He's been the one. He was like the one torturing all the dudes.
I know, but is that because he has to, or is that because
We are so
You're
ethical.
like just full of empathy today.
I know? Sorry. Usually
No,
I'm
no
stabby. I'm Michael Burns.
As the pendulum swings.
You
Yeah.
might be able to switch them around.
Okay.
And
You do remember that he was talking to Froke that Rourke is dedicated to King Grok because that's his job. He's like a duty kind of thing. But he's also, his primary concern is making
what
sure
kind of a thing?
duty.
He's
He's making
boy.
sure that the integrity of the maze wall is also maintained. Because
right, because of the I was gonna call them walkers because of the zombies.
the King of Corpses
Our duty
rushed
is
against
to
it.
amaze.
Nice.
Does anyone else think of Mickey Rourke?
Yes,
What is the name?
100%.
That's
Okay,
exactly-
I think that's exactly
can
what
we
I'm
just call him
picturing.
Mickey
Yeah,
amongst
we can call him
ourselves?
Mickey.
Thank you.
I'll do my best to do a Mickey Rourke impression.
Okay.
Not necessary,
okay.
but appreciated.
So is our plan therefore to just try and convince him that what he's doing is wrong through Nangnang? Because what if he still
Well,
expects the banging?
I think, like the king.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frog.
I'm pretty sure he could still bang the ink thing.
Oh, you want to make an ink banger?
An ink banger.
From what I remember from last time, Frog did. Sorry, it's been a month since we played.
Yeah, sorry.
everybody.
Frog did say that it was to politely reject his advances, but still leave.
Yes, but if
he's gonna be mad, though.
Was like, hey. Well, I guess we'd intervene because even if it is just ink, we don't want the.
Well, the ink's not going to be able to talk and stuff, though.
Yeah, you have to make the ink talk.
Yeah, so it's going to have to be one of us.
Wouldn't it be the one who communicates with them, looking at you?
You're gonna have.
It's gonna be you.
Yeah, we can cast disguise self on you, and then you can go over there and not
Because you're the
bang
only
some
one who can
dudes.
talk to them.
Okay, yep, that's a good point.
Yep,
I forgot about
just
that.
Thought of that.
It's just like a non-verbal thing, just like, she's rejecting me. But she still respects me.
Almighty Nangnang, listen to her gurgles. Wait, does that mean our unicorn bunny is like mute?
100% it's a unicorn.
It just is like completely silent. Okay.
Only one way to find out.
I'll squeeze it.
No!
You squeeze it, and it actually just turns into ink and...
I cry.
Why?
It's all over my hands.
Is it gone for real?
Yeah.
What?
Milo's hands are now just covered in ink.
What have you done?
It's all over me.
Oh my god. I love Tim.
I did too.
Oh god.
I'm so sad I can't even talk.
I know. So wait. What if now? But then that's valuable information. Because
now the more reason he can't bang her.
Yeah, he can't bang her. Okay.
So you need to use your powers of dissuasion to be like, oh, you got it wrong. That's not what it's
guess
about.
what? You're an idiot. No, I have to do it respectfully.
No, respectfully. That it's not about.
Oh.
Maybe we can play it off as if it was a misunderstanding. Like, oh, it's actually not about
No, I'll
banging
just be
me.
like,
it's
oh,
about this
no.
instead.
Your dick is too powerful. I'm gonna like.
I will literally turn to ink and
Yeah,
fall all over your body
exactly.
if you were to be on top.
Very specific.
That's not
type
a
of
lie.
It's not a lie. It would happen.
Not a lie.
thing. No, someone's gonna have to be Nangnang.
Damn it.
Can we play Careless Whisper in the background?
Yes.
Oh no, disguise self. It's only on self, so we can't even disguise you.
Oh.
It's gonna have.
So I'm gonna have to be in the corner, being like.
Someone's gonna have to drink the poison and then be that. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to throw your voice, which is gonna be a lot of rolling. That'll be unlikely to succeed.
Oh, good point. So someone has to drink the poison.
Someone's gonna have to drink the poison and be Nangnang.
Isn't there another
I have a
Don't people
disguise.
have-
Not at level 1.
Well, I believe Frog's...
Oh, level 1.
No,
I believe Frog's idea was to make a representation of Nangnang, and then you guys control it.
But how do we control it?
So it would just stand there?
It would stand there, yeah.
So
and it can be animated and whatnot. But you have to be on the so the way the ink works is it creates an object in your head. It can be animated, but you have to have a way to animate it.
Oh.
Like a shadow puppet.
Yes,
How
exactly.
do you
Shadow
how do you
puppet.
animate it? Like
Shadow puppet. Yeah.
puppet it?
Yeah, puppet it.
Well, you did notice that the bunny or the Amirage had a lot of movement when Frog was around. And it's kind of like docile afterwards.
So maybe we have to paint it. We have to
And then
paint
I control it to paint a Nangnang.
Yeah, have to paint a Nangnang.
But this is what I was saying though, like with the design of the Nangnang, right? Like this was my concern.
Well, I think it's all, as long as you have it up in your head. I think you might have to draw the Nangnang while looking at the Nangnang statue. So you just went like, and like close one eye. And
Intent is
then-
everything
This is-
here.
Mechanically,
Intention.
it's going to be you draw whatever you want, and then you just say what it's going to look like, and then that's what it's going to
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we
it's
can
like
say
literally just
carbon copy of statue.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's made of
No,
carbon.
but then it would be that, like this huge thing. Okay,
Oh,
we'll
God,
find
it's
it.
made
I
of
think we're
carbon.
not so much concerned about that as like how we're gonna get her to. So, what would you disguise yourself as in order to?
I don't think. Oh, Nangnang's assistant, Charles.
Oh,
You are you are the omen bearers, by the way. You are.
So we
welcome.
have to be there.
Oh, we can speak through it. Maybe we can convince him that she's speaking through us because Nangnang's voice is too powerful for mortal
That's not
ears.
a bad idea.
Ooh.
That's not a bad idea.
Mhm. And we just get her to nod, be like, "Yeah, I agree with everything
Yeah,
these foreigners are saying."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have to be there.
I like it. I like it.
Okay.
I feel like you should speak for Nangnang.
Oh God.
Yeah, I vote you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I also thirdly vote you. And always something to do.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So I'm gonna go up to Froke and be like, "Hey, what's up with the cannibalism?" Respectfully.
She said, "What? I don't understand what you mean. What's up?"
I'm just wondering. Do you eat each other out of like a necessity, or is it like a cultural thing, or is it?
Eating is a necessity. So
No, I understand, but like, would you eat other things?
we eat anything we can get our hands on, but if there's grung corpses to eat, then we eat the grungs as well.
But you don't like murder them to eat them.
It depends how hungry we get.
But like, so then you have to, like, if you had other food, would you murder them?
Well, that's the only way you really get some meat is by murdering.
Does the ask him if the murdering follows a caste system?
It's
a her, by the way.
I can't ask.
A murder cast? Is there are there only certain types of grungs that get murdered?
Well, right now King Grok only orders the imprisonment and torture of green grungs.
Okay. But if he were out of the way, like we're planning with our super cool plan, would that change?
She said, well, first of all, the plan is just to get Grok to focus on the wall for now. If we were able to remove Grok, I'm pretty sure a lot of the tribe would turn against him. But this is our main priority right now is to make sure he focuses on the wall and not his idiotic obsession with a goddess who has not communicated with us ever.
Right, because we don't want to create a power vacuum like we were going to when we were going to kill him. Right. But we're going to make it so okay. So okay, I guess my question is...
And she also remember she told you that grungs are a matriarchy-based society. Mm-hmm. And that's actually unusual to see patriarchy.
Right, I do remember that now. So, okay, but if you had other food options, would you eat each other?
We are like water. We take the path of least resistance. Whatever the easiest is to kill and harvest. Okay.
And do you not have any objections to that?
Objections to eating?
Yeah.
She looks at you kind of like a confused.
What do you think's going on? She's been talking for a while.
I know.
I'm gonna pull Shep aside.
Froke looks really confused.
Maybe you should ask more specifically if there were other options for food that did not involve other grungs. Is that something that
are there a bug
the community would like?
Yeah. Okay. So if there were other food options other than the grungs, would you prefer to eat that?
If it's easier to do than...
Yeah, if it was super easy and you just had all this food.
Define easy.
It was just there.
Like Everest.
Yeah.
And she points out and looks out over the entire village of you mean
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. You just had a bunch of food that you could easily access.
How would you do that?
Well, I mean, we can talk about that later.
That's a problem for future.
Yeah, that is a future problem. I'm just wondering. So I guess I'll be honest. So cannibalism is kind of something that where we're from freaks us out. And it's not so much that we understand there's different things and different, different situations and stuff like that. What I mean is, we don't want to step on any toes, but we also don't want to see people needlessly
But we also
murdered.
don't want to eat them.
Because I think that would be unfair, right? How do you choose who gets murdered? Aside from now the thing with
whoever the weakest is, usually.
Oh, man.
How's it going?
Okay.
How do they feel about being eaten?
How do the ones that get eaten feel about being eaten?
Well, they usually try and fight back and we kill them.
Okay. I thought maybe
so it's not
an
an honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like a thing. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Did you win the debate?
No, guys.
How'd it go?
I don't know. They don't, like, I can understand that it's something that's not commensurable, like, in between it, that they just get food, and they see it as a food source. So I don't know if it's something we can, it's like a structural thing that I don't think we can solve overnight.
Okay, alright.
But
How about 2 nights?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like, but could we maybe figure out a way to get, I don't know, alternate food sources?
I think, yeah, if we're working on infrastructure,
Yeah.
then, I'm into it.
Yeah.
But we're on the clock, though, too.
I know. Should I not be worrying about this right now?
I think we can put a dog ear in this.
But
where are we going to get the dog ear?
Yeah. What about those 2 that are in the
I want to free
the
them.
prison?
I want to free them.
But
they're in the cage now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So that drying out, they've been put in like the prison pits.
Yeah. So, but if we free them, they're just gonna get put back. Like if we don't stop them from eating people,
and you also remember that Froke told you that Grok usually doesn't take punishment on the people who did the punishment. It's on the people around them.
Yeah.
What if we use the vessel of Nangnang to say that cannibalism is illegal?
That's great. I like that idea.
Let's just like lay down some testament.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yep.
All right.
Illegal
Nangnang's New Testament.
Nangnang's New Testament.
The new book of Nang.
Yeah.
Nang.
Nice. I'll give everyone a point of inspiration for that.
That timing was exceptional, I think.
Okay. All right.
So we'll say you guys spent the better part of the morning
discussing
and debating the ethics of cannibalism in Grung society.
And so, okay.
So should we do any more research on Nangnang before we...
Sure. Is there...
So that we're believable?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Can
think...
we do that?
Well, yeah. Also, who's really good at lying? I'm only okay at it.
Yeah, okay.
What's okay?
What would it be? Deception?
Yeah.
+2.
You're more a liar than I am.
I'm naturally a blabber,
Ooh.
so it really shouldn't be me.
So let's look like you, Chaperone.
Yeah.
Chaperone pizza.
There's
Chaperone
with apologies to the tabacs of the table, but there is more than one way to skin a cat. Think whatever idea you want to come up with, you can do that. So
For what?
For the ceremony stuff. So,
Oh, okay.
Which essentially whatever you guys want to do, that's what's going to happen.
Well, because that's the thing is, I'm actually really, really high in religion, which might be a good thing.
Yep.
That'll know a lot.
I am low on religion.
Yeah. So, and nature as well. So I don't know if that'll help us.
I think it might.
Okay.
So I think we go with a lie, but we also prepare for plan B, where we also maybe attack somebody.
Yeah, but then we'd have to. We don't want to.
Because if this goes south, what happens? Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with the almond bears?
The almond bears.
I have cautious optimism.
God, what are we gonna do? Yeah, plan B.
We don't need a plan B because plan A is gonna work.
We'll cross that bridge.
I like our fly-by-night approach.
Yeah.
It's always worked for us in the past.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just.
I've almost died twice.
Just start.
It is not
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost, Milo.
You hear Flask of Wine go like, I almost died too.
Yeah.
Zombie crocodiles in the
I
river.
know. But that was not our fault directly.
Boys, both.
As a side note, I thought your group should have been called Queenie in the Boats.
We haven't built up renown yet. We don't know what they're going to call us.
Okay, well, is there some sort of Grung library or repository of knowledge where we can go and talk?
Is there a
about
wise old Grung somewhere we can talk to who's older than all the other Grungs and has been around the Grung block?
Old Grung, look at my life.
From what you gather, Froke was probably your best bet.
Yeah.
And that, Shep, from what you've seen, there's no written Grung text or.
Oh, so it's oral history. Okay.
So I'm going to drink some poison because we have one more day.
Sure.
And then I'm going to go to the market if there's one there and see if it's up there.
Okay.
And then if you want to talk to Frokenoke.
Okay.
And see if we can get more information on Nangnang.
For sure. I can do that.
What should I do?
Makes sense?
Who wants to be with me?
Well, you've got River Mist and Flask of Wine who are just like hanging out in the hut with you right
They're just
now.
going with the cat.
I brought yarn, guys.
Their ears perk up and like, whoa.
I grabbed Charlemagne quickly and shoved him out my pocket.
Poor Charlemagne. When you brought that mouse out like an idiot.
Oh, he's supposed to be a dum-dum.
All right, so what's the game plan then?
Okay, so I think that's good. Do you want to go to the drink your poison?
Drink your poison.
Go drink your poison.
I go and drink some poison.
Okay, you are now under the... So you can now speak Grung.
Yep.
You are now poisoned, so you're at disadvantage for attack rolls, ability checks, and whatnot. You are also charmed by any golden Grung you see.
Ooh.
So you cannot take any aggressive actions against them.
Not without a will save.
Not with that. No, not without a constitution save now.
Oh, touche. All right, there's no will. There's no will.
There's no...
But is there a way?
So you
Hopefully
slurp down that golden, like almost like golden paint type of liquid. It's kind of thick and gross as it goes down. But your eyes kind of like widen up, and you can now understand Shuck when she speaks Grung, and you can speak Grung yourself.
All right, I'm gonna go and see if there's a markety area.
It's not so much a market area. It's the same place that Shuck got her basket from. It just seems to be like a trades.
that I used to keep my Omarosa in.
Maybe now you can find a wicker coffin.
Or more of a vial.
Wicker vial. Doesn't work
Wicker
very
vial.
well.
Fingernails still stained by the ink from.
How terribly sad.
Yeah, you're walking around. It seems there appears to be little to no metalwork. It's a lot of reeds, a lot of equipment and gear. It looks like it's been scavenged off of other adventurers.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I find anything interesting and cool?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a solid natural 13.
Yeah, it's hard to see. It's a lot of swampy looking material, a lot of clothing, a lot of wood and weavery.
Weavery.
Yes, my new word, weavery. It doesn't. Yeah, it's hard to discern anything spectacular looking out from the stuff they're rummaging through.
Okay. I am also going to. Can I do a perception check to see if I overhear interesting conversations?
Yeah.
No. Oh, lucky. Better. That's 19.
19. Yeah, you can hear the scuttlebutt among the Grungs is.
Get a bit.
A lot of them are unsure about the ceremony that's going to happen the next day. There's a lot of talk about the two Grungs that got pulled off the boards, and that they're actually it's unusual or out of character for King Grok to show leniency.
I interject. Why do you think he showed leniency? I'm sorry, I'm
You
new
see him
here.
actually kind of look surprised, like
I'm an almond bear.
like almond bear. So we're so gracious, we're so honored to have you here.
No, they don't know.
They don't know.
It's well, King Grok usually when he has prisoners on the board, it's usually because they've slighted him personally, and he takes his exact revenge by drying them out and then consuming them later on.
But isn't he going to eat them anyway?
Yes, but he likes to make them suffer before they
Oh,
expire.
I see.
See, if Grungs are not in contact with water, they dry out, and it's a very slow and painful death.
Did I hear you were kind of worried about the ceremony too? Sorry, I'm new to this whole almond bear.
Almond Bear, I thought you were educated in all things.
I am. I'm super good.
Well,
At most.
Well, it's when we do our prayers to Nangnang, we've never had a response. We've never had contact with Nangnang. Our priests, our shamans, anyone who claims to King Grok is the only one who claims direct contact with.
Has anyone ever questioned the existence of Nangnang? I mean, not that I would, because I'm totally Nangnang pro.
They
I'm all about the
do like a bubble gas, like
Like, I'm just checking. I mean, I don't know if there's like a descent.
Nangnang is real.
I know Nangnang's real. I'm pro Nang.
They all point to the 60-foot statue in the middle of the.
I mean, look at it. It's giant. It's got to be real.
Like, Nangnang exists. Just for whatever reason, she chooses not to talk to us.
That's good. Good to know. Good to know. So no one's ever been like chastised for their religious beliefs here.
Well, there are those who've claimed that they've talked to Nangnang, and King Grung has put them on the boards as well.
Has that happened recently?
It happens more often than you think, which is why everyone, when it comes to Nangnang, we let Throke do most of it.
She got put up on the boards. Did they speak to Nangnang, or are they something else?
We don't know. Who knows why? It seems King Grung puts people on the boards puts Grungs on the boards for any reason whatsoever. Whichever.
We need more Grungs on the board.
We have the best boards, the biggest boards. Everyone talks about our boards.
Well, that has been an education. Thank you.
It's like, well, we are pleased to see you perform the ceremony tomorrow, Omen Bearer. We hope everything goes.
Oh, it's gonna be dynamite.
What is this dynamite?
It's a type of spread you put on toast.
What is toast?
Oh, it's gonna take a while.
It's
I spend an obnoxious amount.
As we'll say, as this, Milo spends the next hour explaining bread and agriculture to a hunter-gatherer society.
You see, we gather together as a people for protection.
Shep.
So I'm gonna hi, Fro.
Yeah.
Can I bother you again?
She's like, oh, okay. Shouldn't you be getting ready for the ceremony tomorrow?
I certainly should, but I had a few questions.
She's like, okay.
That might make it go smoother. Is there anything about Nangnang and like the history of the deity that you could tell me about?
Well,
that would help.
We do know that she was one of the spirit gods in Chult. From my lifetime, I've not heard from her ever. You have to go back many generations to people who have made prayers to Nangnang and received an answer. She has gone silent, but she is the queen of all amphibians.
Do you think there's some, what's the theory? So you're, a pretty big deal, high priestess. What's the sort of running theory of why she's gone silent?
I don't know. Nangnang is the only god we know.
Do you think, have you ever thought that King Grung talks to her?
You see her kind of roll her eyes. It's like, my theories on what King Grung talks to is wide and rampant, but I sincerely do not believe he's talked to Nangnang at all, and that this ceremony is foolish on his part. So
are there what else is known about, are there things that she likes that people use to curry her favor? Delicious curry favor.
What is this curry?
Yeah, I spent an obnoxious amount. Things that she likes, or people use to sort of honor her, or things like that. Anything that could help me convince Grung of my Nangnangness.
Well, for the Grung, she represents what we strive to be. She is strong and powerful, and smites those who are weaker than her.
Okay.
And that if you are not as strong as you can be, then you are destined to be part of the food chain, as it were to be.
So you're gonna have to put on some bravado here.
And it is like a religious thing.
Yeah.
The food.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can't really fuck with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And see, that's just from what's been taught and handed down through the generations.
Religion never
Is there
lies.
anything that you know about that Grung thinks about her?
He is exceptionally attracted to her. His glands swell every time he...
Yeah.
Has he ever described what she sounds like?
No, he just claims he makes contact and has conversations with her, and that it's quite abhorrent. Because he is not worthy of a goddess.
That's fair. Quite obvious. Has
we should definitely keep referencing previous conversations that never happened and see if he goes like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, no,
totally.
definitely. That's what I mean. Has he ever told you specifics from a conversation that they've had?
No, this is why it leads me to suspect he's never made contact with her, is because they're always vague, broad.
Should we be worried that like the queen of their priestess is completely willing to bastardize their religion for this purpose?
Oh, yeah, probably. But I'm kind of down with it, so like, let's just continue.
So he's never offered any specifics other than the ceremony that he wants to mate with her and produce golden offspring.
Okay, is there...
I think it's more about doing it for him.
Yeah, probably.
Doing it.
Is there anything else you can think that would help me tomorrow, that would really give me an edge, Nang-wise?
She says, well, I can offer you religious ideals, but whether Grok is on par or is on the same level as that, it's whatever his psychotic mind comes up with or agrees with.
That's true. But just hit me up. What kind of ideals?
Be powerful, look down on the weak, be ready to smite down at a moment's notice.
Remember when you punched me?
Yeah, no, exactly.
You also remember that...
Do that again.
That River Mist and Flask Wine told you that when you meet the Grungs for the first time, like, make sure you look strong
like puffy.
and have force and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's just like, just make yourself look strong and powerful, because at the first sign of weakness, Grok will pick up on that right away. He's very good at picking out the weakest members of the tribe. Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate you spending more time with me. Thank you. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to talk about. Thank you very much, Broke. I really appreciate it.
As you finish up the conversation, you notice that Rourke is coming back out of the maze with a bit fewer grungs than he went in with. Looks like they're a little bit battle worn, but it looks like you can hear them in conversation talking about that they patched up like a torn hole in the side of the maze, and they lost sunlight.
Yeah,
but it looks like he wants to go back out again tomorrow and fix the hole.
Okay, there's more holes.
There's definitely more holes.
There's a hole in the maze.
Dear Milo.
But that's a conversation you hear from Frok and his Grungs, that before the ceremony he's going to go out again and try and patch up the rest of the holes that's in the area they're in.
Okay, well, I know he's using green labor green Grung labor to but at the point I don't think patching up the holes is necessarily a bad thing.
Okay, I've got no complaints with me.
Yeah.
Public works is an important part of society.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna come back to House and Milo.
You wade through the water. It's like waist deep as you come back up. It's kind of like soggy.
Yeah, and like
you got marshes or lilies and weeds. Just
like
hanging off your side.
Like,
it's a little slimy. You actually walked across what appears to be like the bones of Grungs who just had their remains tossed inside the pond.
Everything about this place kind of makes me sad.
I know, me too. I also killed a little bunny.
You sure did, right in front of us.
I've been playing yard.
Well, that's good.
Would you like some?
Come on.
Sure, yeah, you know what?
Make you feel better.
You know what?
And we proceed to play Cat's Cradle for half
on a silver spoon.
So I learned that other people may have have said that they've talked to Nangnang, but he kills them.
Oh, could we track down someone who maybe or I guess that would be
I think he just
no, but he just kills them. But so no one's on the DL hasn't admitted to talking to you now.
I didn't get that far. I got into this whole toast thing.
That's fair.
And I had to explain to him what toast was. It was a long conversation.
But to be fair too, then we might expose someone if someone admitted to us
about the toast.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I literally just turned down. We might expose someone who claims to have talked to Nangnang, so we probably shouldn't do that because that might put them in jeopardy.
I agree, that's a bad idea.
Okay.
But I do like the idea of kind of, for lack of a better word, framing Grok in terms of, we can test how much he's really spoken or how much he thinks he's spoken to Nangnang based on us talking to him.
Just be like, hey, remember that time?
Yeah, just say a bunch of fiblets and see what he believes.
And we're going with the thing that Nangnang's going to be speaking through Shep.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe we should come up together with some edicts that we think Nangnang should proclaim in order to...
Nangnang's 3 laws of...
Yeah,
3 laws of Grungs.
general laws
3 laws
of grungativity.
3 laws.
3 laws.
We call it the Nangnang test.
I wanted to say 3 laws of feeling fine. That's what I was trying to say.
That's what we should call it.
Yeah. Nangnang's 3 laws of feeling fine.
Feeling
and
fine.
feeling is spelled N apostrophe.
Yes,
There's no
of course
G.
it is.
Because the G is for Grung.
I'll say that when you start to do this, it's about mid to late afternoon at this point.
Okay. So what do we want? We basically want him to like focus solely on the wall.
Yeah, so protection of the Grungs is paramount.
Okay.
All Grungs. Can you put like super capitals when you're talking? Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Shouty caps.
Underline.
Shouty caps. Yeah.
Shouty
I will
caps.
bold the shit out of that when I'm talking. Anyway.
Do we want to maybe even before we say something that like that proclaim that all Grungs are equal?
Yes, we will.
Regardless of skin color
Yes.
or caste or something
Yes.
first.
So-
we're gonna turn society upside down. I'm into it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it could be so bad. I mean, we could be like destroying
Just bad luck.
the
Everyone-
Just bad luck.
foundation.
Everyone
Okay,
is equally delicious.
Everyone is equally delicious.
All Grungs are
This
delicious.
is
Some
new.
Grungs are more delicious than
than
others.
others. No, that's not what we want. Some Grungs are not
They
more
all
delicious
have the
than
right to
others.
bear arms.
But they all have the right to bear teeth on arms.
Boom.
I feel like it should be a prime number.
Everyone
every
is
dick, so.
equal. No more drying out because that
No
you're
more trying it.
Because Nangnang likes all Grungs to be moist,
Yes,
As nature intended.
as nature intends.
and you are. It is the front Nangnang to
To have a dry.
have a dry grunt.
to
Did you hate when your Grung gets dry?
Oh man, it's the worst.
right next to the chill.
When your Grung and your chill get all dried
Oh
out.
god, it's,
There should be some sort of a rule that you if you see another Grung in danger that's drying out, that it's like your responsibility
yeah.
We're
There's like
literally
a
writing
moral
the Planet of the
obligation.
Apes law.
to I'm not familiar, but I believe you, to miss them. All Grung shall carry misters.
Little spray bottles.
Moisten.
Moisten.
What's an old Grung?
I once had to take care of a lizard sometimes, and she actually did have a little mister bottle that I would spray on her, and I loved doing
Mr. or Mrs. Bottle?
it. It was just
Boom.
her name was Celine.
That's cute.
Ah.
She was named after Celine Dion.
Nice.
Anyhow, sorry, I digress.
I knew she was a lizard.
Lizard people. All right, so
Okay.
you got your second one. How many
So,
edicts are you having? from
Protection
Nangnang?
of all Grungs, and among that, everyone is equal.
Yep.
Moisten Grungs, and there's a moral imperative to moisten your neighbor.
If you see that your neighbor is not moist, if they are not as moist as the McCain deep and delicious cake, it is up to you.
That's so deep and delicious.
It's so deep and delicious.
And also good one out of the freezer.
Just like a frog.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Okay.
Okay, so is that 3 already, or is that?
Yeah,
Well,
but
we had a Bill and Ted tended to be excellent to one another, or something of that
Yeah.
You should just go total Smurf, like just be Grung to one another.
nature. Be Grung to one another.
I feel like we shouldn't turn their system entirely upside down.
Okay, so
So like
Sort
no
of to me.
democracy.
No, I'm not saying democracy. You just like be nice to everybody.
and yeah, like,
Only eat your weak and dying.
oh,
Nangnang will only visit once per generation.
no, exactly. No.
Said very, very quickly at the red. No,
Yeah,
only
no.
once per generation.
The first call Nangnang's
Substitute
free.
Nangnang will
It's $5.99 for every month and Nangnang afterwards.
Oh, Nangnang does not appreciate Grung sacrifices.
Yeah.
But what's the
Or-
difference between a sacrifice and cannibalism in that case? Then?
Well, because you don't have to eat necessarily the sacrifices.
No.
That's just wasted food. Sacrifices are even worse.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm saying no sacrifices.
Yeah.
Sacrifices.
I
And
should-
how about I feel like we should sort of direct it at Grok a little bit too, and be like, no airing of personal grievances, just to and by murder. or something.
Grungs have a right to try.
Well,
We should implement.
You do remember?
Okay, that's really changing there. I love how you're shitting on me for my ideas, and you suggest that, really?
You do remember?
That's way more impactful.
We're
going to be here for
telling you
years,
about
guys.
that its strength is always the best thing to show.
Oh, okay.
Trial by combat.
Trial by combat. Oh no, we're making it worse. Okay. Well, maybe we can leave that for them to just.
Okay. Yeah, we'll leave
I
the
think
legal
that's
stuff to them.
We'll do a little. I just want.
Let's
I'm
go
more.
down the list.
I'm
We're
more
legislative,
concerned.
not judicial.
Is there five points?
4 points.
4? Okay, so
It's got to be a prime number.
Nick,
It has to
That's
be.
fair.
Nang
Fine,
Nang's
I'm
points
sorry.
to feeling fine.
They all kind of like go into each other though, so they're
Yeah,
all
like-
kind of the same, circling around the same.
Can we make them celebrate Grung birthdays?
How do you know they don't?
I don't know. I just haven't seen one.
They've been here for a day.
I've been looking for party hats for 2 hours.
I have yet to see a Grung birthday party. I'm not convinced they exist.
Well, we
I just
can
want to know what's in the
definitely-
Grung goodie bag. It's a lot of weeds.
Aw, but they picked them for you. That's so cute. I think, yeah, okay. Well, and then we can sort of roll with, if
Roll the punches here.
if Grok is being really crazy, then we can sort of improvise a little bit.
I'm optimistic.
I'm glad.
Should we high five?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to jump though, so we're gonna have to time.
Okay.
Remember to look
Alright.
at each other's elbows, not the hands.
Okay.
Elbow,
My
elbow.
elbow's way tinier than yours.
Elbow, it doesn't matter.
Okay, ready?
Better aim.
One,
One,
two,
three.
three. And I just hit Milo in the
Actually,
head.
everybody give me dexterity. Just add your modifier to a d20.
Oh no. Milo fails.
16.
15.
Shep and House high five together, and Milo just goes flying right between them and lands flat on his face.
Did I get it?
Yeah, good job, buddy.
You get a high five for effort.
I have a little bit of the bunny on my shirt now.
You sure do.
All right, we can
You sure do.
we can speed of plot to the next morning if you want.
Sure. Do we feel like we have everything we need?
I feel good. I'm optimistic, as
Okay.
I've been saying this
Yeah.
entire game.
Yep.
The sun comes rising over the giant hedge maze that encircles Drumrung along. The smell of kind of like that swampy decay just kind of permeates. You see kind of a mildew mist hanging out over the water top. As you see Grung society beginning to like raise together, or kind of rouse together. You can see King Grok coming out onto the balcony of his back of his statue of his little personal lagoon. And then you can see that his preparations for the ceremony tonight have already begun. That his personal attendants are already like smearing him down with like this kind of like this thick, glossy kind of like gel all over his body. He looks shiny all the way through. He
He's
just
just gonna get up in there like fully? Like why is he putting it all
I
over
don't
his-
think he understands lube.
Yeah, no. It's like
he
an
just has his
excessive
arms
amount.
spread out to the world, his chin raised, like his little circlet on top, as they're just like rubbing him down in this stuff.
Okay.
And they kind of have like this. You've not seen it before, but it looks like a red silk kind of like smoking jacket comes out, but it's basically for a human size.
I'm
And
gonna
Grungs are tiny, so
effort
this
jacket.
this kind of comes down
Little
almost like a
bubbles.
wedding gown type of
Okay.
type of train as he wraps it around himself and then turns around and kind of like catches on his leg as he walks back into.
Alright. Is he like slippery?
He is super
Is
safe.
he like ice skating kind of, but with his regular feet?
It
'Cause
looks-
he's-
He actually has a very firm grip on the ground.
Okay.
Looks like his pads are stuck to.
Oh, cause yeah. Okay.
And, so,
Wow.
and as the sun really comes up above, like light hits the rest of you, see Frok is at your hut first thing in the morning.
Okay.
She says, "All right, so what's the game plan, Omen Bearers?"
Okay. As Almond Varus, I think we should just dive right in. We should
Get
just get
in
it
it.
over with.
Are you like a method
That's
actor,
it.
or like how do
I
I
don't know.
She's like,
I
"The
know.
ceremony begins at night.
Oh fuck.
I can arrange a space for you to paint and create your Nangnang thing."
Mm.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
A creative space.
Because we can just say the Omen Bears need this space to prepare for the ceremony.
Right.
People will leave you alone.
Can you lay some groundwork, like
Like,
that?
oh my god, these are
I'm
the
gonna
best almond
speak
bears.
for Nangnang?
You're the omen bearers. If essentially we are spiritually equals for this ceremony, so if you need to do something, you do it.
Okay.
If I need to something, I'll do it. Everyone's going to be listening to us essentially because the masses have no idea what's going on. This is everyone's bewildered by this. This is insane. Let me tell you, this whole idea of a ceremony is insane.
Okay.
We're just trying to direct his power of insanity to protecting the wall, as opposed to being focused on this mating ritual.
Got it. All right.
Because he intends to mate with her. That's the thing he wants to do.
Okay. Oh, that's what should be in our edict. No mating with Nangnang.
Well, we're gonna anger him though.
But we'll do it in a way that makes him feel good.
Just say it'll kill him.
Just so you know, if he suspects any type of trickery, he will go nuts.
Define nuts.
He will.
It's a type of legume.
Stop!
He will unleash all the warriors upon us.
Not all nuts are legumes.
If he thinks he's been betrayed by somebody, he will try and kill them.
Okay. And like, how many warriors are we talking?
Easily,
Worst case scenario.
Easily 40.
Oh.
We've had worse.
Yeah. It's fun. No, but we don't want it to come to that. What I mean is, I forgot my question. I'm just focused on.
Well, you were trying to think of a no sex with Nangnang.
No sex in the Nangnang room.
Rule number 5: all the planet is a Nangnang room.
Yeah, no, we'll figure out a way to make it so like he feels really honored. Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe we're like, you are having sex with Nangnang right now.
You're all having sex with Nangnang.
He wants to reproduce and produce progeny.
Oh. Well, there's nothing that we can't make little ink baby nangs.
What if you say that you're suddenly pregnant, but the baby won't come until way after we leave?
Yeah, that's well, yeah.
Because he wants more gold grungs to rule over.
Yeah, we'll figure it.
Yeah,
out.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure this out in flight.
Cross that bridge when we get there.
This is a lot of pressure.
She's like, well, whatever you need, just let me know and I will arrange it for you.
Can we have a time machine to go back and never have come here?
No.
Milo goes through his little book. That's it.
Okay. What about those two guys that are in the...
Well...
In the pit, they're probably going to be prepared around mid-afternoon for the dinner tonight.
Okay. Milo cries.
I just feel like we've done like nothing to make anything better.
We will.
So just remember, if you need anything for the ceremony, let me know. I have to go help his.
Okay,
his
what do we need? Do we need anything special for her to hold or have her carry?
His circlet. It
You
should be an offering
have to give the
to Nangnang.
circlet to Nangnang.
So how should be an offering?
Can the ink thing support weight?
It can. It's just essentially don't damage it in any way.
Okay. So we could ask for his circlet as an offering, which he will get.
What's plan B if he doesn't want to give it up, though?
Then we'll be like, now society is like, he's so into, I'll be like, no, then we can't mate, and gold grungs are now green grungs, and everything's topsy-turvy, and no, I don't know. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen if you
Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
In play.
It'll be fine. Okay, I'll do it on the day. I'll do it on the day.
We'll do it live.
Remember your training.
Okay. I don't have any training.
Oh, God.
So you begin to see the stage being set up in front of the giant temple to Nangnang. It looks like it's going to be quite wide, made out of reeds and planks and boards and stuff like that. You can see, and you can actually smell kind of like these perfumed aromas coming out of the sanctuary where King Rourke is. In the morning, Rourke takes his little posse of green grungs and heads back into the maze to try and patch some holes and whatnot.
I'm gonna drink some more poison.
Okay.
But what if we have to combat?
Wow. I don't know.
Should I drink poison too?
I mean, you'll be a disadvantage. I'm fine with But then why do I have to be Nangnang? Because
you're the best liar, but we should also all be aware of what's going on.
But the poison also makes you charmed, so you can't take aggressive actions against
the gold Grung.
Against gold Grungs.
Well, I've got other plans.
So poison, no poison?
I'm gonna go poison.
You're gonna go poison.
Oh shoot! I don't know if I should. Now I feel pressure.
To poison herself.
To poison myself.
Good, Milo.
I feel like I should be doing this too. Guys, I don't want to be left out if there's like important Grung action and I miss it all because I can't understand what I'm saying and no one's telling me.
I guess I could try, like, if something happens, I can go for Grog because...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do that much damage.
I won't be charmed.
My job is to heal and trick.
Okay, so yeah. Okay.
Well,
We're going... Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
do it if you need to. Do what you feel is right.
Never feel pressured to drink.
Especially poison.
Just keep me abreast of what's going on if I don't understand, because if there's...
Okay.
All right.
So, okay.
Okay.
I feel like one of us should be sober for this.
Fair. I don't want to be.
I go to see...
King Grog?
Yeah.
Yep. You come in, it smells like almost like a spa relaxation resort type of thing.
Well, Miles, do this. Can we go and start drawing the Nangnang? Okay, so that's what we're going to do while you're...
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah. I shouldn't be.
Kill me now.
So as you walk in, we'll get to that later on. As you walk in, it's very much like he is, again, bathed. You see that they're putting salts and oils into his main sanctuary at the top level as he begins swimming around.
Sweet digs, bud.
It's like, oh! Well, welcome as we prepare for the ceremony. How goes it, Omen Bear? How goes your ceremony preparation? I shall mate tonight.
I hope you do.
You see him actually pull himself up onto the edge of the...
Oh, you're not wearing underpants.
You actually can't see any genitalia, but completely slick and nude and kind of glistening gold.
Oh, you're like Mr. Clean. All right. I came here to tell you something.
It's like, oh, he's like, go on closer.
Okay, I'm gonna come closer.
He's kind of got that scent,
so shiny.
You know when someone has too much perfume on, it just kind of like offends the olfactory senses. I respect you as well.
All right. I had a terrible vision last night.
Oh no!
Visions.
Is everything okay with the ceremony? Nangnang is still coming?
What I got from the vision is that there's a lot of zombies that are going to attack during the ceremony in the maze. We should increase security in the maze.
Give me a deception check.
19? Or sorry, 17?
Oh yeah. He says, oh, it's good you've had this vision. We shall send our warriors in there right away. Although the maze is very strong.
I'm just telling you what my god tells me.
Very well, Mimbear. We will send our warriors.
As many as possible. It was a strong vision.
I will send everything except my trusted ally, Rourke.
That's prudent.
You see him reach out his hand like, thank you, Mimbear, for...
it's so shiny.
As he tries to grip your hand, it kind of like slips out a couple of times. And he's very insistent on like shaking your hand and kind of just like that Trump like pulls it in closer. But actually, like your hand just kind of like pops out.
Oh god! Thank you.
You've got kind of like this slick, gooey slime ooze all over your hand. It's perfectly clear. Smells really nice.
It smells fantastic.
Well, yes, I prefer
the best smelling naked frog I have ever seen.
I prefer to keep myself presentable for when I must mate with the goddess herself.
As you should. You should really, keep your...
I like to be...
Yep. Everything
has to be groomed from fin to fin.
Trim up. You never know. I'm going to go now.
He's like, thank you, Omen Bear, as he whips his hand and kind of like that little bit of slime and ooze like hits you right in the face.
Thank you. You honor me.
You've been blessed.
Have a nice
blessed for the ceremony tonight, Omen Bear. And you see him like begin to shake his hands, like blessings for everybody. And just like kind of like the shower of slime.
Kermit.
Yay! The shower of slime comes flying off of his hands, and just like it's going everywhere.
All right. I love you. Bye.
As you see Milo come out, you actually smell Milo coming back before It smells like lilacs and lavender.
But it's like overwhelming,
yeah,
right?
it's like almost offensive. And he's a little slick as well. He looks like a little shiny.
Why are you shiny?
You're dewy.
It's best not to say.
You've been covered in dew.
I'm more Huey than Dewey.
Nice.
I think I took care of the security.
Okay.
Yeah, I told them I had a vision of someone's going to attack. They should send all the troops into the maze.
And that worked?
Hey, so,
all right. Okay, good job.
yeah.
What about Rourke?
Rourke's here.
Oh.
Rourke's going to stay.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, everyone else, I think we can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like something about the number 40 really kind of freaked me out. I'm not going to lie to you. I know
Yeah,
you had a lot of bravado, but I really wasn't feeling it.
Okay, all right. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I that was probably foolish on my part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you see Shep and House trying to illustrate a.
How's it going?
We've been practicing our drawings on pieces of paper. I found some Grung post-it notes in the back, so I've been using those.
Well,
and I'm double-siding them.
You'd have your own scroll book as well, being a sorcerer as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why the hell am I using these? She throws them behind her shoulder. I don't need these post-it notes. They're wasteful.
They're just leaves.
Grung post-it notes are
yeah.
leaves, as it turns out.
The Three Grung Corporation.
Yeah. So we've just been practicing.
Yeah.
I don't know who's really gonna draw the
I
real
think
one
you
when it's
should.
time.
So
I'm pretty good.
You are pretty good. You're much more
Yeah.
artistic than
So
I
you can,
am.
in theory, this thing has dimension. You can make like a flat surface about 1,000 feet in 1,000 square feet in area. You can make something about between like 150 down to like 2 inches tall. So however high you want to make this thing is up to you.
Okay.
Well, I think we should make her maybe slightly bigger than the other Grungs, but not so big that she's scary or intimidating. We still want to make her robust and tough.
Yeah.
She's a tough lady,
Yeah.
but we don't want her to be so big that it's somehow menacing.
I don't know.
want
I
her
think
being
more menacing the better.
as big as the statue.
No, not as big as a statue. But
How many times bigger than a Grung?
Grungs are about 3 to 4 feet in height.
Okay, so
let's make it like 7 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet. Sure. Yeah.
I'm okay
let's
with
do it.
9.
All right.
I'll do 9. Yeah.
Cool. Let's
3
do
times
it.
as big.
And make her super robust, very strong.
And the Grung grew 3 sizes.
And yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we should do it.
Should I design her with like battle armor?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Armor.
however you describe it, that's what it's going to be.
Okay, so I'll make sure to add lots of armor.
Perfect. Okay. And like
One of those locked
Robust.
girdles.
sorry?
One of those locked girdles.
Chastity belt.
Yeah.
No, not a chastity belt. We want to think that he can get
Yeah,
some,
that's
at least
true.
at the beginning.
At least at the beginning.
Yeah, string them on.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
How about you? How's your character coming?
I'll do it on the day.
Today's the day.
Today.
Have you been practicing the voice at all?
I'm supposed to have a voice?
Should we role play it?
Well, you want to practice your diction. You want to be the most godly godless you can be.
How are we
That's
gonna
also
show the power?
powerful.
I'm probably just gonna hit you in the face again.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
a commanding voice.
I can do that.
I think you can.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so.
I can take a hit.
Well, I'm
Yep.
just going to continue drawing.
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
I'm like really nervous. I'm trying to be cool about it, but
So as you guys do your sketches, we'll say it gets up to mid-afternoon. You can actually hear the creaking of wood as the grates on the cages in the pit open up. As you see, some grungs are being hauled out by reed ropes, as it looks like they're being taken off to be butchered for the grand feast tonight.
I don't like this.
well, at least they weren't tortured before they died.
What are we doing?
Can we
What
save
can we
them?
do?
Maybe we need them for the ceremony.
Maybe Nangnang likes fresh meat.
Oh, so we kill them after.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I like this idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you need to do then?
So.
Oh, wait a minute, though. This doesn't work with the bitchin' rules of Nangnang or whatever.
The bitchin' rules of Nangnang.
Whatever
No,
the hell they call
exactly.
it.
That's exactly what they are. No, you're right. So, but I think we should maybe just tell them that there shouldn't be any blood spilled until before...
On the day of Nangnang?
Yeah, it's on the Nangnang day.
Nangnang's Eve?
No Grung blood on Nangnang Eve.
Oh, Nang's Eve.
So I run out to where they're...
Okay.
To that.
I've had a vision.
Yeah.
You actually see the grungs who came out of the pit actually look really refreshed. They have that kind of like that glossy sheen back on them again.
Yay! Glossy sheen.
Glossy sheen. Hey!
You see the two green let's say 4 green grung warriors like with the ropes around the prison, like yeah Soman bears.
You know us, right?
You're the omen bears.
Yeah. So here's one of the omens that I'm going to bear upon you right now. That is that you actually can't draw grung blood on the day Nangnang arrives.
Yeah, you have to fast.
Yeah.
It's fasting on the day of
King
Nangnang.
Grung ordered us to prepare them for the feast.
I know, but this is Nangnang ordering you not to.
Give me a persuasion check.
You maybe use an inspiration?
Yeah, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Well, what did you get?
A 4.
In total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now
Okay.
You see the guards take the reed rope or the weed ropes and hand those like, well, if it's the will of the omen bearers on Nangnang Day, then
Rex Manning Day.
Yeah.
We'll take it back to the preparation room.
Yeah.
There's some ceremonial things.
There's some like almond bearer stuff that we have to, because
they have to be seasoned.
And misted.
No.
Misted. He meant misted.
Misted. With
With
because
mist.
you can't.
says very well. Well, I will inform King Rourke that you have taken the prisoners and that there shall be no feasting on Nangnang Day. Then
No, like you can eat other food, you just can't eat grungs.
oh, we have no other food right now.
Oh, then you can't
yes.
eat.
Grung fast.
Tell them you should. It's like swimming. It's like,
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, if you eat
so
like an
top
hour,
performer doesn't eat right before
exactly.
Tang with Nangnang.
You can't poontang with Nangnang. Is that what you just said?
He hands you the both ropes and says, well, very embarrassed. Well, I'm embarrassed. We look forward to the ceremony tonight.
Okay.
We look forward to finally seeing Nangnang appear.
Hooray! Come, grungs, and I sort of awkwardly lead them away. And then once we get sort of behind where we are with like making the thing and stuff like that, and take like the ropes off them and all this stuff.
Yeah, they look completely surprised. Like what?
I'm just like, okay.
They were kind of flying by the
Yeah. So, maybe just make yourself scarce till after the ceremony. Okay.
You see them look at each other and they're like, thank you so much. And as you look between them, you can't really tell the difference between the two of them. And you get the feeling that
because I'm a grung racist, or because they look the same.
They're grung twins.
Because they look the
They're
same.
grung-
That you
okay.
get the feeling that if they blended back into the crowd, that they'd probably be having a harder time trying to figure out who the offended
Oh yeah.
parties were.
So if like you just want to just like go about your day, do your thing,
yeah,
that would be cool.
you see them both jump into the giant pond and swim back. You actually see them up to the village hut area, and they actually see like they've encountered like their family hut, and then they begin to hug people. And
We did a good thing.
Oh.
And it was
Groke's gonna be mad.
and it was oddly easy.
Well, it's not
That was the
we
easy
were
part.
we were so stressed out.
well, you rolled a nat 20 on it, so
Yeah,
I did.
oh, that's
Natty
true.
twins.
Natty twins. Okay. So I'm like tearing up watching them like.
we'll say you get to like it is mid after. You see Rourke come back out of the maze. He looks a little banged up as you see kind of like this courier come up from the main temple area and talks to Rourke, and you see him kind of like just shaking his head, just kind of can't believe this type of thing. And then you see him actually pull out a horn, and like you hear like this. You see all these grung warriors come in from the maze and the various villages and stuff like that.
Okay.
As you see him barking out orders, and you see them all organizing up in small little groups. You see them all begin to hop into the entrance of the maze. It looks like they're spreading out left and right. So it looks like they're going into the maze to do more patrols. And you see Rourke just kind of like almost stamping his feet up the steps. He looks very upset at this idea.
I pull House's like sleeve and go, nailed it.
I'm really impressed and proud of you.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
This time you deserve it.
So, how's the drawing coming?
Excellent. So after throwing away my Post-it notes, I practiced on my pad, and then I got more creative with my sketches, and then I forgot I had crayons. So then I added those, and you don't need to know that, but it was really fun.
Okay.
So I've come up with a pretty robust, but she's going to be about 9 feet. She's going to be strong, fit, svelte.
Nice.
She's going to have a lot of armor to her. She's going to look a lot like the face of the Grung in the statue. So there's going to be a lot of similarities, I think. I think she'll be pretty convincing, you know.
Okay.
I want her to be a strong babe god character.
Yeah.
I feel like I nailed that.
Okay. All right.
All right. So you guys want to
Let's do
jump
it.
forward to nighttime and sunset as the ceremony gets ready?
Yeah.
Shaq. I slap her. You got this.
He has to hop up and slap you.
Yeah.
I also believe in you.
All right.
You got this. Remember.
Okay.
So the sun,
Okay.
Let's work on your pronunciation.
Okay.
No, I can't do it.
The rain.
The rain is saying falls finally in the plain.
Watermelon. Yeah, I'm just doing all those really annoying, like, theater.
So the sun begins to set as you see the shadows cast across the village.
I can't even say it.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
You see reds and oranges begin to turn into blues and violets as the stars come out.
I don't.
Oh, right. They're more like oranges and yellows. As the night sky comes down, you actually notice it's a clear. Actually, let's do the weather check. See how. Totally fine. Totally clear.
Totally fine.
No rain today.
Okay.
So it's just a panorama of stars above, like this dome of stars above, up above. You can hear kind of like these chirps and sounds of the nocturnal creatures in the jungle coming up. You see torches and braziers have been put on the main stage platform. As you see, all of Grungle has gathered in front of this main stage, and they're all in the water. They're all kind of like treading water, just kind of like swimming there.
What an exhibitionist.
I know. What, he's just gonna like do her there? Or he wants to? That's his thing?
Everybody?
It's a big stage.
Wow.
In fact, I'd say the stage is about
I'm,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
you
6.
know, like, as much as I'm glad that we're doing this, that would have been pretty fucked up to see.
It's a 70 by 40 foot stage.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a lot of
This is
stage.
for everybody to see. And you see, there have been 3 reed chairs that have been made on the stand for the Omen Bearers. And you see some kind of like the best they can do with presentation. It looks like old metal bits of armor that they scavenged off of adventurers they've either killed or found in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
As you see, Froke, she has like this big feathered headdress that kind of like flops out in every direction. The feathers of the birds, you cannot tell where they're from. It looks like various different birds have contributed to this mess. And it looks like something she's thrown together. You get the idea? Probably not. As you see this big, massive Grungs just cover or kind of tread water in front of the stage. As you see Froke come hopping up, as she takes something mysterious in her hand, she throws in the air, just kind of explodes in like this mini little fireball. As you see, you hear from the crowd like "woo!" as this kind of illuminates the front bit or the front of the lagoon area, and then you hear her just begin to raise her head to the sky and just kind of usher out this this long whirring chirp sound, this high pitched like, and you actually hear this echoing response come back as you see her kind of look back to you and kind of gives like that hand with her hand like, come on over now.
Okay.
She says, I am the spiritual leader of Drungrungalung. The chirping and whirring is going all the way through this. We have been blessed 3 days ago with the omen bearers. They come here to summon Nangnang and be her emissaries for us for the great mating ritual of King Grok to our goddess Nangnang. You hear like that. And just kind of like whirs out. Yeah. It's getting a little bit cooler as the kind of the coldness comes off of it. And she says, and now the omen bearers will bring forth our goddess, and points to you guys.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go. This is actually going to be a skill challenge.
Dun, 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 dun,
So,
Yeah.
House of Immaculate Yarn. As you create Nangnang, I'm going to need you to give me an intelligence check.
Oh, Lord.
Straight up intelligence.
I will give you guidance.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't do it for an intelligence check. I can only do it for a skill check.
No!
You got this.
Oh.
Well, it would have actually been 21 otherwise.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Is that a natural 20?
No, it was 18 and then I have 3.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you begin to magically whip together this ink as it begins to rise out of the pond. So just give whatever you describe it to be, that's exactly what it's going to look like.
Okay, guys, so, I'm so excited. All right, so she's 9 feet tall. She is proud and gorgeous and menacing and fearsome, but also kind in her wisdom. She's wearing beautiful armor made of all sorts of shells and things of the sea. Pokey bits, not the soft kind. She is robust in her fervor, with a serene smile that can turn into a fearsome grin in an instant. She is all. She is... I can't remember her name. Nangnang.
As you see this 9-foot growth come out, you see the water and weeds just kind of like string off like the pokey bits just hanging on some like the extra weeds as she comes up. House, you actually notice that using your fingers, you can actually control her ambulatory movement.
I use thaumaturgy to make the ground shake.
You see ripples in the water just come rumbling out as you see Nangnang reach up, put her giant, or not her giant, but her large hand and just pulls herself up on the stage as all the grungs have stopped worrying because this is the first time they've seen their goddess.
Do you think they're impressed?
This is going super well.
Okay.
They are completely silent and all their eyes are already kind of wide, but they just seem a little bit wider off the firelight. We're just like, we didn't think this would happen. As you see Froko kind of like relax, like, and now our glorious God King will commence the mating ritual. I present to you, and you see 2 of the braziers by the door, which kind of like explode out in like a really bad, much music dance video dance. Not great explosions. Not the best. It's kind of campy as he comes out, and again that long red silk robe. He's got his circlet on. As you see him kind of like pumping his hands a little bit. His belly's kind of like just popping out from the front. He's leaving a trail of slime with like little golden as he comes sliding down, almost like he's, Grok's got his groove on right now. Yeah. He kind of does that Steve, he licks both of his fingertips and this goes like over the top of his eyes. So,
it's so awful.
As you see him kind of raising his hands in the air, almost like a professional. It's like, yeah. As he slaps his hands together, he looks at Nangnang for the first time. And his eyes are taken back, and you see his jaw actually drop, and he's like, just smitten by this warrior woman in front of him in seashell pointy armor. And he's just, the size difference is immense as this kind of like dominating figure of Nangnang standing on stage, and Grok is just kind of like sizing her up. You don't know if he's gonna wrestle her or if he's like gonna like try and like initiate a first contact with her. As you see Fro come like, and now the negotiations of coitus will happen between the Omen Bears and our goddess and god king.
At least there's consent.
So I guess. So I gotta
leave the money on the nightstand.
Yeah. I step in between Grok and the Nangnang.
And like kind of like that smell Milo had earlier, but it's a lot more offensive into your nostrils that is coming off of Grok.
And then I turn around and I say, "Stop! I am the voice of Nangnang. Nangnang speaks through me, and my actions are her actions. And I turn around and I just punch Milo.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay. With what? My
Strength and proficiency.
And so 17.
That hits me exactly on the dot.
So you're taking 1 point of damage plus her strength.
Plus my strength.
So
is
3 points.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Boom! As you see Milo kind of like his nose gets a little bloody. You hear actually Grunk like, yeah! Mating!
What's that?
Doing it.
Nangnang, like I should.
That will actually grant you advantage on all your charisma checks for.
You're welcome.
Nangnang must speak to her beloved and loyal subjects before the mating commences.
Woo! Everyone is enthralled by you've got a captive audience.
Like, Nangnang speaks the truth, and the truth is that all Grungs
Oh, no.
are equal in the eyes of Nangnang.
It is just as silent as when Nangnang first showed.
That Nangnang
She was just standing there,
extends.
just kind of leering over the entire Grung audience.
That Nangnang extends her love and benevolence to all Grungs, and they are under her protection. Shep sort of stops and like collects herself. It is a moral imperative to moisten your neighbor Grung when they may become unmoistened by the troubles and trials of life.
King Grove looks confused. He's not pumping his hands anymore.
There are to be no Grung sacrifices for personal gain. No Grungs will be used in order to manipulate or
Too big.
okay. And be used for only personal gain. Furthermore, as a token of you understanding these new edicts that Nangnang has said, you must bestow upon me, Shep, the emissary of Nangnang, your halo. And I turn to Grunk, and I
then manipulate her so she points to her head.
Yeah.
I will need two things. I will need a deception check from Shep made with advantage.
Okay.
And a deception check from House, just made regular.
Okay.
So advantage is 2 dice, take the best of both.
I'll give guidance to her because I'm right next to her.
Alright.
Oh, you might need that.
Oh! 9 times.
Nice! And I got 18.
Nice. You see
Nailed it.
Shep hold out her hand, and you see Nangnang, this big, massive Grung feature, looking similar features to the giant statue, like the big round eyes. Looks like kind of like maybe some like small battle scarring on her. This is a goddess who's seen some stuff. She turns and with both fingers just points directly to her head, and you see Grunk, more impressed with the figure of Nangnang, slowly takes off his circlet and puts it in your hand.
In my hand?
In your hand, Shep. And he's like, all right, let's get this thing going.
Nangnang has one more thing she forgot about.
She winks
holding the
at
circlet,
the king.
and I'm like holding it with reverence, like I'm gonna look like I'm putting King Grok. Nangnang decrees that you are a powerful and wise leader.
You seem kind of like pumped, like, yes, you know I am. Yes, I'm the...
That you are someone who cares about the Grungs as much as Nangnang herself.
You see kind of like this fake, like, it's like, oh, and they kind of bow. It's like, you know I do. I love my people. Because everyone says they love me.
Remember that time when we were speaking long ago about how Grungs are all part of Nangnang. And therefore, a slight against a fellow Grung is a slight against Nangnang.
Give me a deception check, but with regular, because that would put it at disadvantage, but because you have advantage on all checks, just a regular straight roll.
Oh no.
I have one more inspiration.
Oh, you can't because it's been canceled out by disadvantage.
I can't use my inspiration point?
Actually, yeah, sorry, yes, you can. I'll say you can.
Oh, thank God.
Can he give me guidance?
I'm not near you. You're standing between. I think it's a touch spell.
Yeah, it is a touch spell.
What do I do? So it's that and my what?
Deception.
Deception, 15.
You see him hold back, and you see him kind of reel back a little bit. He's like, it's a conversation I don't have many memories about.
But you
Surely
talked
you
to
remember.
Nangnang on multiple occasions.
I do, and he points
You
out to the crowd.
professed as much as a wise and benevolent king.
Says, yes, if that is what, you see him kind of hold his chest, if that is what is required to complete the mating ceremony, then yes, I agree with that. And you see kind of like a reluctance in his voice, but he's still going along with it.
Furthermore,
You see him, he seems like, more furthermore.
Nangnang cannot physically be mated with.
You see,
What a twist!
you see Grog's face immediately drop sullen.
I'm still holding his halo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, you are powerful. You are incredibly handsome and
You see him like, yeah, I am.
intensely sexual.
You see him kind of like just like rub his slime all over his body. His robe just kind of like drops off all
To
over.
mate with you would be the pinnacle of any Grung's life, but Nangnang is not any Grung. We may speak about conceiving a spiritual child, but this will be a negotiation for later. You must first prove to me that you are willing to comply with all the edicts I have put forth today.
Nangnang, woo!
Give me, I'll say either performance or a deception check based on your choice with advantage.
Okay, 14.
Oh.
14. You see him kind of rescind a little bit. It's like,
Nangnang will give you a handy.
That's it. Nangnang does not subscribe to the poop hole loophole.
you see King Grog go, I have listened to my goddess, and I have listened to my people. We will make contact with you again, my goddess. We will perform another ceremony when the time is right. But I hear your words. But I must have a progeny of my own. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but there will be little groklings swimming around this pond. And soon. I hear you, my goddess, and I cannot wait your return. You see him wave out to the crowd, like, it is a time for celebration. We will fast tonight and feast tomorrow.
Grung, grung. Grung, grung.
As you hear kind of like this high chirp just kind of erupt from the
And I'm going to be like, chef trying to make the sound as well.
You're saying frying pan. I can hear you.
Nangnang must retreat now. Be well, all Grung kind. And then Shep pretends like she's like been like depossessed of it. And it's like,
yeah.
What happened, guys? What happened? Is everything okay? I'm just like, but as a really bad actor.
Yeah.
Like,
What do I
King,
do with my hands?
I just don't know what to do with my hands right now.
King Grove is just kind of done like the rest. He's done with the crowd, so he's just actually like pacing back up into the shrine. You can see Rourke, who was standing there the entire time that you guys didn't see, like with his hand on his sword, just looking over and like follows him back in. You see Froke turn to you guys and says, "You did it. You released sort of solve the problem. He's going to probably try for another ceremony, but not for a while. It means we have a chance to get him to focus on the wall now.
I didn't ask about that.
Yeah, you're supposed to say protect. The protection of the
Yeah, I
Grungs
said
was-
production of all Grungs.
No, you said that you were protecting all Grungs. It was a misstep.
So, but you've...
We're doing it on the day.
Okay.
House interrupts. Okay, guys, I couldn't hear any of that, but at one point I pointed to the head. I
was-
really hope that helped, but what happened?
You guys freaking nailed it.
Okay, good.
You got 3 successes
Nobody
and 1 failure on your skill check.
Oh, wow.
Nobody banged at all.
Okay,
And
nobody
that
banged.
was a win.
Nobody nanged.
Nobody banged. Nobody banged.
Okay, so
We
guys, let's cheese it. Just back to where we were before. So, like, can you make house? Can you make Nangnang sort of like go away, like
Terminator
kind
style.
of thing? Yeah.
House waves her paws as Nangnang goes woo and wiggles behind the stage in a wavy fashion.
It's kind of, that Tina Fey just like...
Yeah.
It's a backwards woo.
And then as soon as she gets out of sight, everybody just like... just drops into a giant ink puddle.
Okay, actually, she does.
Yes.
Yeah, but the Grungs don't see that.
Okay.
Because this is behind the stage.
Okay.
And at night.
Okay.
You see Froke say, I believe King Grok would like to talk to you right now.
Cool. So I like sort of pocket the
circlet
thing so that hopefully he thinks I gave it to Nangnang.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take it from you.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want
Well,
it.
Should we give it to
We'll
Froke?
all go. We'll all
Are we
go.
gonna together?
He said Grok wants to talk to all of them.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just Shad. Okay.
Should we give it to Froke? To hang on
It's
to?
just hold on. Like, what's going to happen?
I know, but I mean generally after. Okay, let's
Let's-
do this later. So I tuck it like he
Yeah.
won't be able to see it. Like I
Yeah.
put my shirt over it.
Easy enough to put it in the bag or something.
Yeah.
As you walk in, you can see kind of just like almost like a kid who's been told to get out of the pool, but he doesn't want to right now. He's
Yeah.
kind of kicking his feet rather. Again, everyone who hasn't smelled the inside, like it's again that offensive, lilac-y, like, welcome, Mike. Yes.
That was amazing.
Well, I don't know what ceremony you watched, but I was.
No, you were incredible.
I was incredible.
You were incredible. She was incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen the goddess
can
up
I say
front.
something? It was so good. I thought you had sex.
Nice.
I guess if you think about it like that, yes.
Yeah, like it was
sort of
like,
did.
I was aroused.
Yeah.
House smiles politely.
Give me a persuasion check.
Lucky. Advantage.
For another inspiration.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cocked. How many times do I have to roll you? No, that's not enough.
What is it?
That's only 8.
Yeah, you seem like we can spin it like that. Yes, I did have sex that night.
You did. I thought she looked a little bit late.
She was late. She was. Our goddess
Yeah.
was late.
Yes, I think. Yeah.
But thank you, Omen Bearers, for being part of our ceremony and ushering the first step of Nangnang back into our lives. I knew she was out there. I knew she was always telling me she would come. So we do have some gifts for you.
Rad.
You see him clap his hands again, like that kind of like that slime just kind of claps and goes everywhere a little bit.
Yeah.
And you see one of his green Grung underlings bring out. It's like a kind of like a like a weed, like a willow type of weave basket, and it has like a small little ring in it. And he holds it as like, this is something we claimed off of adventures we found in the forest. Dead. Yes, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Checks out.
It does have magical properties, and as Omen Bears, we feel it'd be best if this went with you.
Awesome.
Wow. Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm glad we met.
And I believe you were asking about information of the area.
Yes.
Well, Froke is very well traveled in these jungles, and she can draw you a map of the main sites in the area for those that are interested.
Yeah. Perf.
So
You missed the last time. Thank you.
and as always, the Grungs of Drungrungalung have so much to thank. We would like to offer you a small boon. honorary tattoo making you honorary Grungs of Hrrrrngh, and that if you were to show these tattoos to any of the Grungs of our tribe, they will welcome you as one of the
Chatty Waddies!
Yes, of course. I would love to be honored by
Can I roll an insight on that just to make sure he's being honest? Only 13.
13. I had it at 10. Yeah, he's completely sincere about. He feels like you guys have helped him out. That at least you've opened the door for mating with Nangnang.
Your most virile Grung.
It's like, consider Hrrrrngh a home to you all.
Thank you.
Now, just so you know, if you encounter, there are more than one tribe of Grungs in the jungle. Some may help you out, some may see that and go, "Oh, cool," and some may just attack you on sight. But you will always just flash your tattoos to the guards.
Flash my badge.
Yeah,
and they will let you pass, no questions asked.
Perfect. Thank you.
It's like, all right, Grok, I must now console myself in the feast of people who did not get some tonight. So I will be here in my pool, and Frok can fill you in on the area that's around.
Perfect. Thank you.
You see Frok kind of just like roll her eyes.
Sort of back out.
Yeah.
Hope we never have to see him again.
She comes. It's still nighttime. She says, "Well, you've at least saved a lot of Grungs in the short time. Maybe we can organize something to remove him from power. At least we can focus on keeping the village safe, the city safe."
Yeah.
It's like, well, very well. If you have a drawing utensil, I can draw it out in the mud if you like, of like what's around the area. I can tell you.
Let's show him our map.
Sure. Okay.
Or not. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Remember, everyone wants to take it from us, though.
Okay. Yeah, you can drop it.
Focus,
Guys, I don't know what's going on because I haven't
that's
understood
true. Oh, right.
conversation for a really long time, but
forgot.
I saw you pointing to your skin a lot, so I'm going to guess that we're getting stickers.
Matching tattoos.
Matching tattoos. Oh, okay.
Best friends forever.
I'll have to shave my fur, but no one will see it after the fact. My mom won't notice, so it's okay. Okay, so I noticed you were looking at the map just now.
Yeah.
Were you planning to give that map to somebody
No,
or
no,
show it to somebody?
No. Oh, she wants to draw us a map of the area.
Why don't we just use my notebook for that?
Perfect. Let's do that.
You see here. That's perfect. I did this in pencil. You see
Nailed it.
Frok take your pencil and just kind of does like a rough sketch. 1 second, where did I put this?
Of the ability that John Robertson has.
Yeah.
There we go. She takes about a good 5-10 minutes to map it out, but she's giving you that.
Hooray!
Nice.
Ooh.
Let's review that during the break.
Yes. Human City.
Come on.
Man.
Okay. Is there anything you can tell us about the area? Remember, you said that.
Yeah, she says there is a garden we go to get special flowers and plants. It is down by the Orlung River. It is very old, very, very old. It was actually an old royal garden for one of the royal families in Chult. From what we can tell, it has not been maintained in a very long time, but there are some ancient and old things that live in that garden. You don't want to be around there too long.
Oh, okay.
But
there's good things in it too.
It's got an old connection to Chult. So if you're looking for
okay.
And I believe they said it was one of the royal families of Almu.
Really?
Oh.
That was her garden, one of the old queens. Almu, I think that's what was written.
Okay.
In a language. But that is a place we go to for medicinal, spiritual plants and herbs and whatnot. But it is not a safe place to go, but it may have answers for you.
Okay.
There's also 2 bird people towers.
What's a bird?
You can find out. I'll give me an investigation or history check. History check is probably better.
12.
12. Yeah, you know that their River Mist and Flask of Wine told you about that. There's 2 types of bird people. There's the Terrafolk, which are kind of like pterodactyl people,
Nice.
and the Hrrrrngh, which are more like Hawkman from DC was got like bird people with like wings on the backs and like more like eagles and falcons as opposed to like dinosaur type of flight.
Prehistoric bird people in that?
Are
Or
they?
bird people?
Yeah. Are they like humanoid?
Yeah, they're humanoid.
Okay,
yeah.
they can talk and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say avoid the tower with the fire on top. Those bird people are quite aggressive, and in fact, the bird people without the fire, that they are aggressive towards us as well.
Okay.
Bird people.
So just avoid the
Aggressive.
bird people.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, you remember from your history check that Hrrrrngh usually not known for their aggression,
Okay. Cool.
but the Grungs seem to avoid.
Maybe
both.
because they're like frogs and birds.
Like water and oil.
Things that, yeah. It's just
As the saying
it's
goes.
just, yeah. Not a good sitch.
They go together like birds and frogs. So they're not at all.
Not at all.
She also said there's also a boat in the jungle, like a big boat,
Okay.
See it.
like many levels of a boat. It's
Cool.
quite general.
Nikki is
We-
running at the boat.
We were exploring it for a bit, and then the mushroom people were there, and we kind of avoided
Mushroom
them.
people.
Mushroom people.
Mushroom people.
Yeah, they came out of the
Mushrooms.
yes, they were like walking plants.
Oh.
Oh.
Do they come out of the ground?
I bet they're fun guys.
I was waiting for it.
She said, and there's also giant bones close to that as well.
Okay.
Nikki points to the map again.
The bones are big bones.
Yeah, big bones,
Okay.
like the many meters high.
Bones, big bones.
Oh, they use the metric system here.
the big.
There's also east of the Orlong River is a lot of humans with flaming fists that they seem to want to be in that. They want to claim the area as their own.
Okay. And do you know anything about the ruins of Mesro?
Oh yes, we've been there many times.
Amazing. Tell me everything.
The flaming fist people have been taking artifacts and everything like out of there.
Okay.
So it's essentially just a ruined city. For people say the city is gone, but that city is still there from what we can see.
Would you be able to map the city?
I don't think we could do that. We usually stick to the outsides of it.
That's fair.
But we do know that the Flaming Fist people have been taking stones and statues and putting them in boxes and shipping them outside the city.
Oh. Okay.
.com.
Literally in the Amazon.
Yeah.
And have you noticed anything weird or unusual around Mesro when you go to the city?
Well, I'm more magically inclined. There is something there, but I'm not skilled enough to determine what magics are happening there.
Okay. All right.
But there's definitely something there. And it's an old ancient city. It's most of Chult knows of Mesro, the great spell, like the great spell happenings that wiped out the city.
Okay.
Spell happenings.
But it is not an empty city by any means. Those humans are still.
There's humans?
Yes, the flaming
The
fist
Flaming
people.
Fist people live in Mesro still?
They've set up a camp in there.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. And do you know where they go to if they're not at the camp?
Oh, that's all right.
Sorry.
That's totally fine. She's like, no, we fight a lot, and usually we try to avoid. We can kill some and set up warnings, but they are not dissuaded by our warnings.
Okay. That's
And
fair.
they're too far out of our range to really do anything about it.
Okay. All right. So we have. Hang on. Can I consult with my associates
She
for a
says,
moment?
oh, please.
Have a confab.
So should we give her this halo thing?
No,
And she'll
I think
have
we
the
should keep it. I
protector.
guess like he was using it to kill people who displeased him.
Like,
I think
we should keep
I
it?
think we should keep it.
I think we should keep it too.
But wouldn't she get protected? I guess we should keep it? Okay.
Yeah,
Keep it if I'm not voting.
Just
It would be
choose it.
weird
We're not gonna
now
come
if
back.
if someone else sees her have it after
And
it
then
was
you
given to
realize-
Nangnang.
It was given to
Yeah,
Nangnang.
yeah. That's true.
Valid point.
Mhm.
Okay.
Point Milo.
Yes, fair. Okay. I just was, offer her extra protection. I don't know.
Oh,
She seems to be
right. Yeah.
Seems like she forgot, so let's just go
That's
with that.
fair. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I come back and I'm like, hey, never mind. So is there anything else you could think of that as we set out?
She's other than just avoiding. Oh, yes, the undead. They don't seem to go east of the Orlong River. They seem to be west of that, with the thickest area around us.
Okay.
Then don't go east, right into
Dead man don't know compass.
And
It's my favorite Tom Waits
is there anything you need or we can help you with if we return back this way?
She says, no, I feel now that everyone has seen Grok do the ceremony and he's willingly given up the circlet, that I feel people will not be as afraid of him as previously, so we may actually have a chance for change in leadership. It may take some time, but Rourke has not been, he's been more focused on keeping the village safe, and Grok was not as convincing as you may think, or as he led on to believe during the ceremony. He's definitely lost a few points with some people.
Okay.
Especially his decision to send all the warriors into the maze at night. Rourke was not happy with that.
2 finger guns at Milo.
Finger guns! Milo says out loud back.
So not immediate change, but there is a chance for change to happen.
Okay, perfect.
Hope a chance.
Yes.
Would you like your tattoos now or in the morning? Or do you prefer to leave?
I'll take mine now.
I'll take mine now.
Yeah. We can like flex our arms together like
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Is it tattoo time? Okay, I'll go shave my tail. Be right back.
Just gonna put on our tail.
That's weird. But
Yeah, it's
sure.
kinda weird.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Don't touch me.
As you go through the night, House, you shave your tail. You
It's
see
so weird now.
It's probably one of the more painful things you've ever had to endure, and you're pretty sure you're actually going to make a Constitution save as well.
Oh, yeah.
Basic 10. Basic 10 is all you need.
Okay, we're good.
12.
20.
You did 90 twins all episode.
You
This is
suspect
real.
that the ink pigments they're using are probably not the safest thing to be putting under the surface of your skin. I'll draw up a little sketch of your tattoos you have.
Yes.
You essentially have little Drung Rung Along.
We'll paint them on our minis.
Yeah.
You have little Drung Rung Along symbols on your left arms or on your
That's
tail.
going to be really hard to paint.
River Mist and Flask of Wine looking at you like, so, we heading back up to Port Nianzari? We've taken you to Drung Rung Along.
If
We can continue this quest.
yeah,
You want to keep going?
Want to keep going with us?
Well, if you've got the money to pay for it, we also need to load up on some supplies as well.
Sure.
Well, they said they would give us food. Then when we left.
The Grungs?
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, she said also remember if
Is it Grung though?
I was.
I mean, at this point, is it disrespectful not to eat Grung?
But I don't want to.
It's not cannibalism though, because we're not Grung.
I understand that, but I don't want it. We've spent time getting to know them.
Not the ones we're going to eat.
No, you don't know that.
Is it Grung food that you would be giving us?
she said, I don't know what food we would be giving you at the moment. It's
Okay.
whatever food we have on hand.
Okay, well,
Some berries?
alright, we won't eat the Grung if it's Grung.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
If not, we'll just have the porridge.
You see,
Which is also made of Grung.
oh, you come across some Grungs.
Yeah.
You see River Mist and Flask of Wine. Just so you know, carrying things by foot is a lot different than carrying things by canoe.
I think they call it portagging.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, sorry. One other thing. Froke also told you when she's talking about the map is that there is a floating heart rock off to the west.
Yeah, which is one of the things that somebody was looking for. If you remember, we're trying to find like the heart of the island thing or whatever. So that was something that we can investigate also.
Okay.
So if you want to do that first, we can do that first, and then swing around down, and maybe do the
Okay.
old garden, then up to Mesro. Just do a
Do
big
you
loop.
think we need to go to, I think we need to end in Mesro, but we should probably figure out what these artifacts are that the Flaming Fist people are taking as well.
So the flamey fisty people are down by the heart of the thing, are they not?
No, they're here. They're here.
Okay, so we can head south, go to the floating rock, and then go to the fire people on the way back, and then end in Mesro.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Everybody happy?
Is that okay?
Who you
To the guides.
to the guys like, yeah, it's well, it'll cost you a lot, and
You know what? Maybe we give them a little bit. Maybe we get a little bit of the treasure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can have whatever you want. Not whatever you want. Whoa! But I mean, we respect you and we enjoy you as colleagues, and you've done a really good job.
You saved me, I saved you. Well, I didn't save you. She saved you. Someone
Well,
saved you.
we can take you, but we just have to be more diligent because don't forget you guys had the canoes turnover. So you lost about 18 days.
Yeah, we're gonna have to forge.
Yeah.
Every day.
That's fine.
So they say it'll be.
There's
it'll be
probably
more
more
difficult.
snack.
I was gonna say me too.
We could probably find some snacks.
We can probably find some snacks.
There's always
some
snacks.
dinosaurs. We can eat some dinosaurs.
Not
Yep.
the zombie ones.
No, but I'm sure there's
Zombies.
zombie.
You see River and say, well, where do you want to go? We will guide you as best we can.
Let's go to the floating rock heart.
Yes.
Do we have more directions than floating rock art? That's
South.
Where are we?
It seems
right
to
now?
intersect at some point, maybe with this river.
So where are we though?
Okay, this Oolong.
At the Hyuuugh River.
We're on the aren't we on the Teriyaki River?
Yeah, we're here. But
here.
this floating rock's down here. But I'm thinking that maybe this river keeps going and we can intersect with it and then get back on the river.
Sure. Does it?
I don't know. Does it?
Does very dead mean extra dead, like more than usual dead people?
We may
Is that
have
what
to
that
go
means?
Super dead
west.
people?
We may
Yeah.
have to go direct, or rather east, and then
Because
south.
I want to avoid the very
Yeah,
dead, because
sure.
there's already dead, but very
Very
dead
dead?
seems even worse.
Sure. So can we go around the very dead?
Was just like, well, it looks like from that you are we are at the very dead area. That's where Grungle is.
Oh.
So we just power on through.
Yeah, I mean, we've done it before.
Well, make it a vote.
Okay. I mean,
What do you want to do? House.
You see, Rip Flask of Wine say looks at the two of that's the Orlong and that's the Teriyaki. The Orlong goes down to like a volcanic lake.
okay.
That sounds like a place where there'd be floating rocks.
Mhm.
Oh, I have the acid
Do you mean
lake.
acid lake?
Acid lake is probably the volcanic lake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
probably
so.
like...
Lava lake.
Lava lake.
What's that?
It'd be-
Lava lake.
It's like
Lava like...
the
Lava
closest
lake.
area to the Teriyaki would be the Eldani Basin. It's kind of like an open swamp. Yeah, that would
Okay.
be southwest of us, roughly. It takes a while. It would take a while to get there. We'd be going through undead jungle.
Okay.
I mean, going back to the city seems like a bad idea.
No, yeah. No. I don't think that's an option.
Well, they say that the pros of going back to the cities, we can resupply with more if you need magical items or if we need.
We're on the clock, though. How many days did the lady have?
You
For
don't-
what?
You don't know. But you're 18 days into your journey right now.
And if we got to go 18 days back, I don't like it.
No, me either.
That'd be 36 days into the month. And it's like basically a month.
To come
and
all the way
change.
back down. Like, we're so close
Yeah,
to
so
here.
they're going to be like basically all the way back and all the way back down again. We're probably looking at like 40 days.
Oh, sorry. It took you 8 days to get down, 8 or 9 days to get down, and then 2 days in the jungle. So 10 days down and be 10 days back.
So 10 days back and then another 10 days plus down the other river because this was the slower river.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll put us at like
Yeah,
like 25 days to,
and he says,
to get back.
Rip Flask of Wine says, actually, that river opens out into the ocean. That doesn't open up near the port. You have to-
Also, do you know, where's the garden?
Old garden?
Oh, okay. So we have to go there too.
Yeah.
Well, we can just go straight to this floating rock. I can try that new spell.
And I have that,
That
like,
takes
I have
us,
that
like,
halo
as the crow
that
flies.
can just kill people, so...
Should probably attune
That's
to that.
pretty balling.
Also, someone should attune to the ring and see what happens. It could be cursed. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Let's just
we
roll
got
the
some
dice on
options.
that. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just cheese it.
Cheesing it.
You want to wait, do it in the middle of the night, or you want to wait for morning to take off?
Morning, because I feel like the dead will
But
be less
like
active.
super early.
Yeah.
I'll keep watch tonight
Okay.
in case work gets all sassy.
Okay.
Anyone else want to take watch? Because I don't want to stay up all night because I'll get a point
I
of
will.
exhaustion.
So we can, it's 9 o'clock now. We can call it here. We can do some stuff in the jungle. Up to you guys, whichever you want to do. We can keep going. We can take a pause. I say take a break now, but we can keep going afterwards, or we can.
Yeah, let's do the pause and then we'll figure it out.
Sweet. We're coming back then. And that is why you bring an anthropologist in a D&D group. oh man, that was really fun to record. That was really fun to play with. It was great to see how they're going to summon and present Nangnang to the rest of Grungung along. It was a great, great scene. It's one of those ones that makes you feel good as a DM as you see this great storytelling, this great problem solving and thinking on the fly as everyone just kind of puts it all out on the table to see how they create the illusion of Nangnang, the goddess of frogs and amphibians. So that is it's one for the history books. I do have a special announcement that I want to talk to you guys about. If you're in Toronto or you live around the GTA or the Southern Ontario, upstate New York area, we do have this wonderful festival coming up. It's April now, but in May, we're going to have the TCAF Toronto Comic Arts Festival that is coming up, and it is a great celebration of comics and artists and writers, and it is a totally free. So if you live in the Toronto area or you're close to it, come visit it, come and see it. It will run from May 12th to May 13th across the whole weekend, and you can find that at the Toronto Reference Library, which is right at Yonge and Bloor on the TTC. It's also right next to the Page and Panel comic book shop, which is helped sponsoring the event. So it is a great, massive celebration of comics. There'll be panels. So go to torontocomics.com to see because the list of featured artists and writers is huge. It is off the charts amazing. I've gone every year. It is so much fun. It is literally a celebration of comics and art and just the creation of storytelling, much like Dungeons and Dragons. But it is worth it to come down and visit. If you have the time, come over to Toronto, come to TCAF. I will be there. The rest of the podcast group will be there, milling around. We'll send some info out as we go, just to say, hey, here's where we are. If you want to just talk some comics or D&D or just like check out some of your favorite artists, come to it. So Toronto, Ontario, May 12th, May 13th, Saturday, Sunday. It is totally free. Free as in you don't have to pay any money to walk in the door. It is such a treat and a blessing to have in the city. And if you can make it in for a day or can make it in for 2 days, come on in, come help join the celebration of just the creation of comics, the creation of art. It will be an amazing time. Again, that's May 12th, May 13th, and you can find all the relevant information at torontocomics.com. You can check out your favorite artists. You can check out what panels are going to be happening. It will be an amazing time. I highly recommend you come down. I believe there's going to be a D&D and comics panel that's going to be happening as well. So you'll definitely find me there. And I hope that, you come on in. And so this is going to be, we're going to jump back into the game. We're going to see what's going to happen. This is going to be the last one for Group A, because I believe next week is going to be Group B, and then a Group B episode after that as they actually physically make it into the jungle. And it's going to be, I'm excited for everyone to hear all the NPCs and all the encounters they get into it. But Group A has had their map revealed. The fog of war has been lifted back, and we are now getting into the nitty gritty of trying to crawl through this jungle even more so. So that is it. I hope you have had a great time listening to it. I hope you enjoy the conclusion of this episode as we get ready to jump into Group B and their shenanigans that are going to have foot. That is it for this week. I hope everyone had an awesome holiday. I hope everyone comes out to TCAF. Please come to TCAF. It is going to be a great, fun, amazing time. If you live anywhere close to the GTA or Greater Toronto area, come on in. Let's have some fun. Let's talk some comics. Let's talk some Dungeons and Dragons. And I will see you there. Please enjoy the last little bit of the episode. We are back from break, and I think we're going to end up wrapping it up. Does anyone want to tune to any of the items?
I'll give the ring a go.
Do the ring?
Yeah,
I'll
try the ring.
All right, you tune to the ring, and you discover there's a ring of jumping.
Whoa!
Because
I'm
the
the
first
frog
person to have that.
Yeah, but that's
someone
fine.
else should have that.
Okay.
Essentially, it is a ring. As a bonus action, you can cast Jump on yourself, which triples your jumping distance.
Whoa!
Jumping Milo.
Jumping Milo.
Can we share the ring?
Someone else got to tune to it.
Yeah, you'd have
Okay.
to tune to it. Like, technically, you can. Just takes a while to do.
Okay.
And the second one you have is a Circlet of Destruction.
Can I
Oh, not
tune to
blasting.
that?
Not
Can I
even.
do that? Yeah.
Where's my fun thing?
Well, sure. You can have the ring of jumping.
No,
I don't
no,
need
I'm
it.
fine. I'm fine.
No, I really don't.
I'm
need
being
it.
difficult for no reason whatsoever. I don't really care. It's fine.
I am familiar with
We
this.
got that ink. You can have the ink and draw whatever the fuck you want with it.
You have the ink and you have the circuit, which
Actually,
once per
the ink's
day,
way
you
better.
once
I'm
per day
gonna
you
draw
can
you
cast
blood,
Scorching
Grung.
Ray.
Okay.
I didn't realize I still had the ink.
And once per day?
Once per day you can cast the spell Scorching Ray.
What does that include?
So you can fire 3 bolts. It's like it's very much up House's alley. You do 3 ranged
I love
spell
bolts.
attacks. They're 2d6 fire damage, and you can choose to fire them however you want. So 3 at the same target, 2 at one another.
Okay.
Split it up. Takes an action to do.
Cool.
So yeah, you guys are going to jump into the jungle. So where are you guys going to head off? So we have an idea where you're going to go for next sesh.
The floating rock?
The floating hurt.
Yep, the floating hot.
Flowing hot rock.
Southwest. Southeast.
As the
Southwest.
crow flies.
So River Mist and Flask, so you guys gather up your supplies. The Grungs lead you to the exit to the maze for Grung along. You have your fresh new tattoos kind of like scabbing over a little bit, kind of a little green, a little mossy. But you now have your identifiers to be friends of Drungrung along. And that, I think, is it for that week. And we'll see you next time as you guys venture south into the jungle.